Andreas Vesalius was born in 1541 and died in 1564. He was 50 years old when he died. He published a book, De Humani Corporis Fabrica, in 1543. It provided a fuller description of the body that had not been done before. His book was one of the first anatomy books. The only books being before him were by Galen and Aristoteles. It was the first book to be correct, as the others had been using Berberi apes as the thing to be dissected, and Vesalius used. In 1564, he was prosecuted for murder and impiety for dissecting a live human. Philip II pardoned him for murder on conditions that he would go and make a pilgrimage. He made a pilgrimage to Israel, and while on the pilgrimage he was invited to occupy the chair of anatomy in Padua University. On his way back, he shipwrecked and died. He used his own hands to dissect things, which was very unheard of because usually they had assistants and other people to do that for them. In 1544, he married Anne Van Ham. Vesalius discovered a lot of mistakes that Galen had made in their work and all of his books about dissection. Vesalius worked as a doctor in the court of Charles V. He dissected human bodies, which was then illegal because the Catholic Church did not like it. He proved that men and women have the same amount of ribs. It used to be believed that men had less ribs than women. Dissections were banned by the Catholic Church because the body belonged to God. Vesalius went against them and did dissections anyways. Advances in medicine were few because Galen was known as the medical Bible, and nobody tolerated him being questioned. Vesalius conducted over 100 dissections just to prove Galen wrong. Vesalius was so good at biology, he became a professor of anatomy in Padua, Italy. All dissections were based off of Galen's work, so most of them were wrong because they were based off animals like Barbary apes. He was taught anatomy based off of the Galen tradition, which was based off a Barbary ape and not a human, so it was wrong. Without Vesalius, we would not be where we are today with anatomy. He is the one who brought us here with all of his findings, even though he had to fight the Catholic Church, which was really hard back then. He was a very great person, and it was great that he did this for us.